YouTube, welcome back to the Tegiwa channel. Today we've got Mr. John Tegiwa with us and he's telling us about his new Pride and Joy.
So yeah, we recently, well actually yesterday, received this Acty in a container from Japan.
Oh, this is sound! This is yes, John, what do you need? He's nearly doing indicators for it, auto indicators.
Come on, mate.
It's so small.
I love it.
Oh, that's the battery cover. That is the battery even?
On! There.
It's on. That's on. On's on. That's on.
Listen to a bird.
Oh, it's a good job we got the source. We just thought we needed a useful vehicle around the Tegiwa car park. We often have to go to, swap tyres for the NSX and things, and get fuel for the NSX, and get the odd, part from suppliers, deliver the odd part to the powder coaters. So yeah, what better vehicle to get than a small JDM truck?
So what is it, John, for the people that don't know what they're looking at?
So it's a four-wheel drive, 660cc Honda Acty, 1994, two-seater, huge big bed on it. It's actually a longer bed than Luke's Dodge Ram and my VW Amarok. So yeah, 3-cylinder, sounds absolutely awful, very, very slow, and we'll find out in a future YouTube video. But yeah, absolutely perfect for the job. We don't expect to go more than 3 miles away from Tegiwa in this.
It says that, but watch this space. You might see it shows soon.
Yeah.
What plans have we got for it?
So obviously it's got some patina around it. It's a 1994 truck, so you're going to expect some, kind of rusty bits. So we're going to kind of put those back to white, only with a bit of basic job, and then we'll probably wrap it, I think. Still to be confirmed, isn't it, that?
Yeah. We've
got some really cool wheels going on it. They're actually raised wheels. They're currently Cal Choppy, so they've got like a moon disc on them, but we're planning on converting them to something called a speed choppy, so they have like an aero disc, a red aero disc.
Literally the coolest thing.
Yeah, the coolest
you've ever
wheels.
seen.
We've got a back box to go on it, like a bike kind of style exhaust. We might get the seats retrimmed because they're pretty horrendous looking at the moment. Apart from that, we're just going to use it and abuse it.
Do you want to get in, John, and show the people what it's like?
Let's take a look.
6'5" and in a key van.
So again, as you can see, just lovely age-related patina. Door cards are lovely grey colour and cracked from the sun. It was actually a grade 4 truck. So the Japanese grading in the auctions goes from 6 to pretty much a dead car. So 6 being a brand new car, 5 is essentially as good as new, and then it goes steps down in 0.5s all the way to pretty much 0. So this was a 4, which you've got marks like this on it and marks like that on it, but the reality of it is that it's a genuine truck with no damage in its life, but it's you know, it's 30 years old nearly, so you're going to expect some marks on it. It's done 121,000 kilometres, which is around about 70,000 miles. So yeah, it's kind of good for another, well, 10 years I would have thought over here. So yeah, the inside, 2 bench seats at best. This one's a little bit torn. This is a nice little feature though, you know, because they were meant for doing really small journeys in Japan. It's got like a really nice wear patch where you just like slide across it, you know, in and out of, you know, the streets of Tokyo, for example. This one actually came from Tokyo. And yeah, as you can see, the pedal setup, although they're quite nicely spaced apart, not like, you know, like a Citroen is really tight, close together pedals, and I actually struggle on those, so I end up pressing the brake and the accelerator at the same time. These are actually nicely spaced. However, being 6'5", the space for my knees is pretty much non-existent. So yeah, I don't want to do more than a mile in this really.
Get in it, John, and show everyone how great it is to be this tall.
So yeah, obviously with the door open, it looks like I've got a ton of room. You know, can have my knee out here and, you know, work these pedals like that, a bit like a frog. But as soon as you, let's wind this down. Oh, windy windows, this is nice.
Old school.
As soon as you kind of shut the door, my foot's on the pedal here. That's, you know, obviously interfering with the door, the indicators, which is kind of fun as you're going along. And, you know, it's really hindering the steering. So yeah, that's fun. The clutch is pretty much the same sort of situation. I'm on it there. I've got a dashboard kind of in the way, like on my shin. So yeah, not the best. I was expecting more room in it, if I'm honest. I've not actually been in a car that is this hard to drive. You know, I've been in like RX-7s and things and small coupes, you know, MX-5s, and yeah, I can drive those, but this is another level of awkwardness.
How do you feel about the Tegiwa Sunstroke?
I think it needs revising.
Needs to go as high as it can, really, mate. Well, you can't go that high, I don't think. I think you've lost Tegiwa there.
No, I've got Tegiwa on.
You can go down a switch from that if you need to. There.
Okay.
You then...
Tegiwa Limerick. We can measure that like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit deep at the moment. Looks cool. Kind of fits in with, you know, how we want it to look long term, but yeah, it needs making a bit smaller because the visibility is hindered somewhat. We've got a lovely JDM flare down here. It made it through the port system. We'll probably let that off at some point, which will be quite fun. We've got a period correct radio, which doesn't actually work, so we need to get working again. For some reason, we've got a grab handle. These are normally found on the passenger side, but yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I do need to hang on them as I'm driving this thing. I don't know. But yeah, looking forward to it. Do you want to jump in, Dave?
Yes.
Just show how cozy it is with 2 of us in here.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's, you know, it's really nice. You know,
let me just grab.
As long as you're with your best friend, it's just a beautiful place to be.
That's on camera. John says I'm his best friend.
So yeah, we're very snug here. We've literally just got a hand's width between us.
Yeah. You
know, I can just about work the gear stick.
You can't go in this car with a complete stranger because it'd just be an awkward time.
Yeah. It's we're going to do a YouTube video. We've got two guys that work for us that are
larger than
they're on the larger side, so they're going to do a 0 to 60 run with 2 of them driving it. And then we've also got 2 racing snakes. They're both about 70 kilos each. So, you know, it'll be 140 laden, and we're going to do a 0 to 60 run with those guys in there. So that'll be quite fun, I think. It'll be interesting to see how the little 660 copes with the, you know, the load.
Yeah, power to weight is everything, isn't it?
Yeah. I really like the headrests are nice. I like them how they're kind of like on this little bit of framework.
Very hard.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
There's a bit of necessities, isn't there?
Yeah, it's simple. It's the steering wheel's really cool though. Like, I've driven a lot of old Hondas, and you know, you can really see that it's essentially like a CRX in here. There's a lovely like gold emblem in the middle, and it's cool. It says real-time 4-wheel drive. I've never had a Honda that actually is that.
Yeah, we've never had a sometimes 4-wheel drive.
No, we've never had a 4-wheel drive Honda. I've never.
No.
But yeah, it's Cool.
What's next for it, John? Because obviously it's an import, so we can't actually drive it yet.
Yeah, we've got to MOT it, get a rear fog light on it, and then it's basically a case of just registering it with the DVLA. Probably take about 2 weeks in total by the time we've got round to everything. Fairly simple process on a vehicle this age. But yeah, it's looking forward to actually rolling around the streets of Longton in it.
Straight out of Longton.
Because even driving it yesterday, there were some like fairly young kids on the side, and they were just like, what on earth is that, just laughing at it, and I'm sure it'll get attention wherever it goes.
It's just a van for Noddy.
Yeah.
Pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give it some beep.
We'll give it a little toot.
Yeah.
Well, fire up.
And then we'll drive off and end the video.
Well, I don't think we've finished the outside yet, really.
We know?
No.
Oh.
No, I haven't finished outside.
Oh,
Let's have a look.
More outside.
More outside. So yeah, we've got the JDM wind deflectors. They're all, I don't know if they're genuine Honda. It'd be really cool if they were. They look it. They've kind of aged like a genuine Honda visor. And then over to the bed. Obviously in the middle of the bed is where the engine lives. So where you'd normally have just a flatbed pickup, we've actually got a little 660 under here, which is cool. The oil gets filled up with this little cap here, which I don't know whether it's going to come off, but that's quite neat. Yeah, we've got the battery there, spare wheel, tiny little tank on the other side. But if you have a look underneath, obviously this truck's a 94, you can just see how tidy it is. It's like if you bought a brand new car in the UK, drove it on the roads normally for 3 years, this is the same condition. So
it's just good condition, isn't it?
yeah, it's just great condition. It's like a 3-year-old truck in the UK in terms of condition underneath.
Yeah, like if you'd driven this from new in the UK for 30 years, there'd be holes in the floor.
It wouldn't be on the road anymore, it'd be completely dead.
Condemned.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, like John says, it's like a 3-year-old UK truck underneath.
Yeah. What's quite cool though is the actual bed on this. You can kind of see, I've used the odd pickup before and kind of drop-sided trailer, and yeah, the ease of getting these sides down is just beautiful. Like, such nice little basic clips. It's just great. And then it's just a very small step up just to get on, and it's pretty nice suspension on her. It's going to be very soft over the speed bumps that we have to go on occasionally.
We should put a pallet on.
Yeah, we can get a pallet on. The bed is actually 6'7" from this point to the very back of the bulkhead by 4'4", which is just super useful. I think if we were carrying 15-inch or 16-inch wheels with tyres, we can get six flat on the bed, and then we can go probably 5 high with straps. So we're talking like 30 wheels.
This is unprecedented.
Unprecedented utility.
Times at Tegiwa.
Yeah. So yeah, we're excited to see it fully laden. Maximum load, as it says on the back, is 350 kilos. So yeah, I don't think we'll ever load it up that much, but it can do.
You put all your mates in the back as well if you've got any mates.
Yeah.
I've not got any mates other than John, so my mates can't go in the back.
It's just beautiful. Oh, this is a nice feature. I like this. We didn't talk about the light.
Go ahead, do your light.
Oh, I just need this on, yeah. Shut up. Do I need my belt on? No. Another nice little feature which you never see on a Japanese import car is we've got a rear work light. So if you look here, we've got a lovely genuine Honda button for the rear work light. It's just like stuff you never see in an old CRX or something, even though it's of that era. So yeah, we've got the little light there. Put that on. And there it is. That's going to be really useful.
The work never stops for this car.
No.
Work all night, work all day.
9 to 5.
9 till 5. So that pretty much sums up the video. John said I can have a drive of it, so this is going to be interesting. And just before we do sign off, there's 2 pretty good features I've just noticed. So the hazard button, I went to press it, but it actually slides. So when the man lets you out in traffic, which he will because he's going to let you, slide it across. Yeah, that's good. And also this little light, the interior light, off is this way and on is this way. So it's got a pretty quirky...
But the orientation of the actual light, I've never normally on Hondas it's orientated that way, and it's just it's front to back. Weird.
Yeah, it's full of quirks. There may be more. Anyway, I'm going to take it up the road now and see what it's all about. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Doodle pip. Can't see.
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah. You have to crouch down a little, don't you?
Yeah, just for the moment until I get the new sun strip. Does this work on it?
Oh yeah, cold. Ooh, I see.
Oh, straight to hot as well.
Hey, oh.
Come on, Dave. What is that?
Don't know.
Might run out of fuel.
We're in third there.
Yeah, it's got some goat, hasn't it?
Yeah. Ah.